Guten Tag. Welcome to day 338 or 339 or some day in that vicinity. At this point, I am so fucking tired that I really don't give a shit. My apologies. So I found that this German class is very tiring. I am going to say that now, and I'm going to say that proudly, loudly, and as clearly as possible. This German class is fucking tiring. I'm taking in so much fucking information that I have to brain plenty of time to process it, otherwise it's just gonna be in one ear right out the other. Kinda like that Cage the Elephant song, except it isn't about insults. That being said, I have learned a lot. Today I actually was able to have a discussion with someone and give them the layout of my entire family tree. I was impressed at my ability to do this simply because it's only been a day and I can have a conversation yeah, sure, this isn't something that's gonna come up in normal conversation. Like, I'm not gonna go to Germany and then all of a sudden someone's gonna come up to me and I can just have a conversation about my family tree and leave. This has no conversational relevance for the most part within common society, but the fact that I was able to do that from going from knowing, about that much from cabaret to just full-on fucking, oh, hey, I can actually have a decent conversation. I'm fairly impressed by the fact that I can do that. And I'm also very excited. Speaking of what I did in German, I actually learned a few interesting things, like colors, how to talk about the seasons, about some of my favorite things, how to say my birthday. I also learned an interesting fact in that the Germans are very weird in the sense that instead of commas during large number sequences, they have just blanks. I didn't know that. That was quite interesting, especially when you run into a large fucking number. Oh, and then another fun fact. This is for anyone who's a big language enthusiast. In German, their billion is our trillion. Because when they go from the transition from million to billion, there's actually million, Milliarde, and then billion. So I thought that that was really cool because whenever they hear us say billions, they're thinking trillions. Also, fun fact, instead of decimals, they use commas. So, not only am I, learning German, but I'm also learning how to read music and learning music chords, and then I'm also being really fucking weird and reading like 3 or 4 books at the same time. One of them is George Carlin's memoir. Definitely recommend it because it is a really good fucking book. It gives you a little bit of insight into George Carlin's mind and how he developed over the years. The second more interesting book I'm reading is this, and that is The Grand Design. I picked it up when I went to go see Tron, and so far it's been a very interesting read. I'm just going to say this, and I'm just going to say it like this, but theoretical physics sounds like a bunch of theoretical bullshit. I mean, yeah, sure, who am I to say what bullshit is? I obviously don't have a degree in quantum physics or quantum mechanics, but nonetheless, theoretical physicists, you guys are just spewing a bunch of theoretical bullshit to me at this point personally. I do understand why you're going about saying things in a theoretical sense and how you're going through alternative histories and shit like that, but nonetheless, it's a bunch of theoretical bullshit. Uh, which is not really something I should say because it's a bit of a non-forward-thinking sense in terms of science, but you have to remember that from a young age, we as children are taught that science is this natural observation of things around you, and when you read a book that's claiming that that was bullshit and that you should also look into all the alternatives that could have occurred in space-time, you're sort of just doing a double take where you're like, what? You want me to do what? And then you're just sort of like, well, fuck that shit. Obviously, you're wrong. And that's sort of the phase that I'm going through right now, is I'm sort of saying, fuck you, theoretical physics. You can go suck on a railroad spike because, quite frankly, you are so convoluted. You make, I don't know, some unsaluted solute diluted. I'm not sure where I was going with that. Anyway, so question for you guys is, have you read any interesting books lately? I've been, like I said, reading numerous books, and I'm slowly going crazy because I'm also reading Dante's Inferno. if I spoke Italian, it would be in the original Italian, but I don't speak Italian, so it's in the fucking translated version. Don't like it? Get over it. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow, and have a great day.